close. 3459. Last.
Will you let everybody know that,
Hey, guys.
let them know we're trying to get a quorum on?
Okay, everybody, we are still trying to get a quorum online here, so just bear with us here just a few minutes, trying to get a couple more financial management committee members online. Okay, the Madison County Financial Management Committee will now come to order. Today's date is Tuesday, April 7th, 2020, and the time is 8:38. We are meeting electronically at the Madison County Finance Department Conference Room, 1981 Hollywood Drive, Jackson, Tennessee, with a quorum present.
I'm gonna do a roll call, if you will, answer when you hear your name. Arthur Johnson.
Here.
Arthur Johnson.
Arthur
Here.
Johnson.
He answered here.
Say what?
He stated he was here.
Okay. Mayor Jimmy Harris,
Present.
Gary Deaton,
Here.
Luther Mercer. Ray Washington,
Here,
Ray Washington,
present, I'm here.
He stated he was here.
Billy Spain, Bart Walls.
Here.
We didn't hear Bart.
Can you hear me now?
Bart responded here.
Okay, continue.
Okay, folks, I need a motion to make a determination on the record that meeting electronically is necessary to protect public health, safety, and welfare in light of the coronavirus.
Second by Ray.
Motion, do we have a second?
Second by Ray.
Bart, can you second?
Yeah, Ray Washington
Can't hear
seconded
Bart.
the motion.
Hold on just a second.
They're
Can you
having
hear me now?
speakers on site.
Can you hear me now?
So. Okay, we have a motion on the floor. I need a second.
Second by Ray
Bart raised
Washington.
his hand. We can't hear Bart though.
Can you hear me now?
Try it now, Bart.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Well, we've gotta be able to hear from two more members besides you and I. Ray, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I've
Ray's trying to
seconded the
talk,
motion.
and it's not coming through.
Yeah, I've seconded the motion twice, 3 times.
And Luther's calling here.
Mayor, if you didn't hear that, Ray seconded about 3 times.
We're hearing Bart and Ray just fine in here.
I hear everything too. I hear all of them.
Sounds like it's an issue at the finance department.
Test, Billy. On Sarah McLean's computer is only one you should be hearing any audio through. Test, test. Test. All right, we should be good to go now, Mayor.
Testing 1, 2, 3. This is Bart, testing 1, 2, 3.
Read you loud and clear.
Can you hear the mayor?
Can anybody hear me? Testing, testing.
Yeah, Mayor, you'll actually need to speak into the mic that you're speaking into will be that camera that is hooked to Sarah's laptop. We can only have one mic in the room or else we'll get some feedback.
No, he's talking about this mic right here.
Do you want to try this big mic again? Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes, they can hear you.
Matt, are you saying for the mayor to speak into the camera mic?
The big mic is not.
We can hear Sarah the best.
Yeah, go ahead, Lou.
If you're gonna talk.
Okay, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
This is Ray.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, we've got a motion on the floor on the meeting electronically. I need a second.
Second.
That was Arthur. Okay, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Mayor,
Yes, sir. Need a roll
all
call?
vote, all votes have to be by roll call. Yes, sir.
Okay. Huh? Oh, I'm just gonna, well. All right, we're gonna do a roll call. Bart? Can't hear you, Bart.
Yes.
Okay, Arthur,
Yes.
Deaton,
Yeah.
Ray,
Yes.
Luther? I don't see Luther. I don't see Luther. Luther's not on. Okay,
I'm promoting him to panelist now. He'll be with us in just a second. Luther is on.
okay, Luther, we've got a motion, a second. We're voting. How do you vote on meeting electronically? Say yes or no. Luther, can you unmute? Matt, does he need to unmute his phone or can you unmute him? I can.
Yes,
Okay, we got you.
okay.
All right. All right, we got one motion out of the way. All right, where is the agenda, Sarah? Agenda 2020. Okay. First up is Finance Director. Well, I'm sorry, do we have minutes? Are we filling with the minutes? No. Okay. All right. First up is the Financial Director's report. Karen?
Okay, can everyone hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay. You have the finance director's report that was emailed to you. Again, I guess you could say that was the calm before the storm because we looked really good in February with the sales tax and the revenues that we had on that. Also gave an update on the jail project expenditures, which at this point is $22,505,068. So again, if you have any questions on any of those revenues on that, I'd be happy to discuss. But like I said, that was kind of before we turned south, and we'll see how things go. Keep in mind also, I know several of you have been asking for updates on revenues. The state revenues stay 2 months behind. So we will not know about March revenues until May. And so I'm trying to stay in touch with the state as much as possible, and as much information as I get, I will send out to you guys. But it may be a few weeks before we even know where we are due to the delay in state revenues. The next thing that we have is an update on ExecuTime implementation. I'll go ahead and cover that. We have successfully done 2 parallel payrolls with several divisions with the school system, as well as a few departments here at the county. Things have kind of gotten halted because we cannot do the training. We wanted to do some training with our departments, but again, with the coronavirus and the social distancing, that's kind of been put on hold. But as soon as that is lifted, we'll get back out, finish training the departments, and our goal is still to hopefully, depending on how this crisis moves forward, to have all of this fully implemented by June 30th. On WASP, we had our fixed asset software. We had some training March the 25th. We have sent the spreadsheets out to the departments to collect their inventories. Again, we sent it out. Some of them are on site. We thought perhaps maybe being shut down to customers might help at this time. If not, we'll work. I think we did a date of April 30th, but working with individual departments on a case-by-case basis to see how quickly we can get those inventories in, again, with the goal of June 30th on that. That concludes my report.
Anybody have any questions for Karen? All right, we'll move on to the next item. Budget amendments. Well, let's skip that for right now. Sarah's out of the room, she's coming back in. Do we have any old business to discuss from anyone?
I don't have any old business, but I might just make a comment about gas tax revenues. The gas tax revenues run about a month behind, and I should be getting those for March in a couple of weeks. So I'm expecting probably about a 25% decrease in those for the month of March. So that may be an early indicator of kind of how things are going to go with sales tax.
Okay, and Harold Petty raised his hand. Harold? Harold? Okay, let's move along. We'll go to budget amendments.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead, Harold.
All right. I just want to report back that I've heard from AT&T and they've selected another piece of property. Happens to be behind the Farm Bureau on there to put that tower. And so we're out of the running now. We have second seat should anything else happen.
Okay. Thank you, Harold. All right, let's move on to budget amendments. First amendment. Insurance, this is general purpose schools, insurance recovery funds received from storm damage, both East Elementary and Liberty High. It's new money.
Move its approval.
Second.
All right, Arthur. Indeed, we got a motion and second. Any discussion? We're going to a roll call here. Bart,
Yes.
Arthur,
Yes.
Deaton, Ray,
Yes.
Luther, Luther.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Got you. I'm going to leave you unmuted unless it gets feedback or whatever. Okay, motion carried. Number two, $66,944 voluntary pre-K. Sarah, can you make that work? I can't see. Oh, I see the mouse now.
It's revision budget.
Okay, voluntary pre-K grant. This amendment aligns general ledger to the revisions 2 budget approved by the state. Funds are being transferred within the grant to cover year-end projections.
Take a motion.
Luther made a motion. Who's second? Bart?
Yeah, Bart.
Okay, any discussion? Roll call. Luther?
Yes.
Arthur?
Yes.
Deaton? Ray?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Okay.
This is Bart.
Bart,
You didn't call my
sorry.
name, but I vote yes.
Okay, sorry. Motion carries. Number three, $10,710 coordinated school health grant. This amendment aligns the general ledger to the revision 1 budget approved by the state. Funds are being transferred within the grant to cover year-end projections.
Move to approve. This is Bart.
Move to approve.
Second.
Second, Arthur.
All right, roll call here. Arthur,
Yes.
Deaton, Ray,
Yes.
Bart.
Yes.
That's it, right? And Harris, yes.
Luther, yes.
Luther, yes. Okay. I'll get this figured out in a minute, guys. Okay. Number 4, 22,654 Perkins Basic. This is on federal programs now. Perkins Basic. This amendment aligns the general ledger to the revision 3 budget approved by the state due to the social distancing guidelines related to COVID-19. Funds previously budgeted for in-service staff development and travel are being transferred to the vocational instruction equipment line for technology purposes based on program needs.
Make a motion.
All right, got a motion by Deaton, second by Luther. All right, Sarah, they can hear you, so you call the roll. How about that? You got the names. Bart?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear her. Yes.
Yes.
I'm not hearing her either.
Okay, I'll call it. Arthur,
Yes.
Deaton, Ray.
Yes.
That's all right, sir.
Luther, yes.
Okay, let's see. Let me get down here. Okay, education capital, $1,728 new money insurance recovery funds received for damage to Parkview Learning Center.
Move to approve. This is Bart.
Second.
Second, Luther.
Second, Luther. Okay, roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur.
Yes.
Okay, number 6.
Hey, Mayor, don't forget to record your own vote.
Okay, yeah. I'll let you know when I vote no, okay? Okay, number 6, $3,528.50. No, I'm sorry. This is new money. $3,528,595. Is that a 2? Sorry, start again. $2,528,595. This amendment will appropriate fund balance to use towards the following projects: intercom system at Northside, roof and HVAC at Alexander Elementary.
So move.
Second,
Got it? All right, roll call. Any discussion or anything on this? All right, roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur.
yes.
Unanimous. All right, let's get on down here.
I'll make a motion that we take in-house amendment 7A through 7F all together.
Second.
Second,
Okay, motion by Bart, second by Arthur. Take all of, well, whatever, from what? 7A to 7F, and with motion is second. Roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur.
yes.
Me, yes. Okay. We're gonna take all of them at one, and if y'all will give me a minute, I'll read them if you want me to. Let me see here. Okay, in-house, $600 general fund, maintenance, record bill for picking up truck, $3,000 general fund maintenance, engine repair on 2 trucks, $425 general fund maintenance. This is for a refurbishment pump for the HVAC water tower at the courthouse on Main Street. Again, a maintenance, $2,795. Repairs on the engine of a Dodge service truck, had to have cam and lifters replaced. General purpose schools, $550. Funds being moved to cover the increased amount of helping schools license plate contributions to be issued in the schools. 7F, $4,820 general purpose schools to cover the remaining cost of FCH student books or ECH books. Okay, have we voted? Okay. Any questions on any of the amendments? Karen, can you hear Deaton?
No, sir, I didn't hear what he said.
Karen, Deaton wants to know if you monitored all those in-house transfers.
I'm sorry, would you say that again, Mayor?
You're kind of muffled. Can you try it again? Deaton wants to know if you monitored all of those in-house transfers.
Yes, we've reviewed all of those, and I know he's adamantly against in-house, but they do meet the approvals.
Okay. So we voted. We've already done that. Okay, so I need a motion to approve 7A through 7F.
This is Bart. I so move.
Second, Luther Murphy.
Got it. All right, roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur.
Yes.
Okay. Well, bear with me just a second here, guys. I'm trying to get this so I can read it. Okay. Insurance recovery / refunds, fire department, $4,233.58. Reimbursement for deployment of Swiftwater team to Florida. Do you hear a motion?
Make a motion.
So move.
Got it. Okay. All right. Any
This is
questions?
Bart. Second.
Okay. Thank you. Roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur.
Yes.
Okay, unanimous. Number 9, fire department, $1,800 reimbursement for training, new money. Do you hear a motion?
This is
Make a
Bart.
motion, Luther.
Got a motion and a second. Okay, roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes, sir.
Deaton, Arthur.
Yes.
It's unanimous. Okay, let me get my. Number 10, EMA, $10,896.39 reimbursement for deployment to North Carolina and Florida. New money. You'll hear a motion.
Make a
So
motion.
move.
Second by Ray.
Okay, you got a motion and second. Roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur.
Yes.
Okay. We go on to a number 11, $7,500 general. These are transfers. $7,500 circuit court clerk. New money. Need to move money into part-time salary line from full-time salary line. Do you hear a motion?
So move.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur.
Yes.
Okay, it's unanimous. Community corrections, $7,500 special purpose fund. This budget amendment is requested to realign employee benefits with where, wait a minute, let me get over here. With where costs are incurred and to purchase educational materials for newly implemented classes. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion, Luther.
Second, Ray.
Motion second. Roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur.
Yes.
Unanimous. Okay, community corrections again. $25,200 special purpose fund budget amendment requested to realign benefits with where costs are incurred to provide maintenance for aging vehicle fleet and allow employee attendance at TCCA conference. Do I hear a motion?
So move.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton,
Yeah.
Arthur,
yes,
unanimous. Election Commission, $35,000 capital fund. Election Commission was approved $532,000 for new voting machines. The machines will not be purchased in this budget year. They're requesting to transfer $35,000 to building improvements to create additional gravel parking spaces at the back of the parking lot. Current parking is inadequate. Do I hear a motion?
Bart moves to approve.
Do I hear a second? All right, Deaton, second. Luther, you raised your hand. You got a,
I was gonna do a second, but that's okay, good.
okay, so you're good?
I'm good.
Okay, roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur.
yes,
Okay. All right, Sheriff's Department, $28,594.54, general fund, transferring task force overtime reimbursement and SRO ball game overtime reimbursement to overtime expense and transferring insurance recovery for jail oven replacement to expenses. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Okay, roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Eaton, Arthur.
yes,
Okay. Passes. All right, where are we here?
16.
Okay. Sheriff's Department, $10,300 general fund, transferring available budget money to overspent accounts, including accounts overdrawn for transporting extradited inmates and bringing sheriff's office into fire code compliance. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion and second. Roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur.
yes,
Okay, passes. EMA, new programs. $38,570 special purpose. This is new money. A Homeland Grant Program, fiscal year 19, that award. So it's money that's been awarded. We got to get it in the budget.
Make a motion.
$38,500.
Make a motion to approve this, Bart.
Second.
Motion and second. Roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur.
yes,
Okay, it's unanimous. Madison County Drug Court, $60,000 special purpose new money, grant enhancement amendment for 26th Judicial District Recovery Court, Madison County Drug Court for $60,000 to provide service recipients additional services to meet federal and state program goals. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion and second. Roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur.
yes,
No. Okay, from fund balance, disaster relief, EMA, $30,000 general. Oh, well, let's back up here.
18.
God dog it. Wait a minute. Excuse me, folks. Let me get on the right page here. Okay, Sheriff's Department, $25,000 general fund, new money, setting up JAG free trial service delivery court intervention services grant for 2020. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur.
yes,
You know. Okay, now we go to from fund balance. Disaster relief, EMA, $30,000 general fund, set up account for COVID-19 related expenses for supplies and material. Do I hear a
So moved.
motion? Got a motion.
Second.
Okay, we got a motion and second. Do we have any discussion? Okay, roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur.
yes,
Unanimous. Number 21, EMA. Now, $10,000 general fund, set up account for COVID-19 overtime expenses. Do I
This
hear a
is
motion?
Bart. So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur.
yes,
It's unanimous. Number 22, $1,911.28 general fund payout for Schaefer resigning as detention specialist at CJC. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion.
Second by Bart.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur.
yes,
Unanimous. Okay. Medical examiner, general fund. There were 8 autopsies in February totaling $13,800. Year-to-date total is $56,070. It is possible that more money may be needed if trend continues. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion.
Hear a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Okay, roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur.
yes.
Tony, did you have a comment?
Well, whenever you get finished, I'll probably want to go back to item number 20.
Okay, all right.
We'll go back to it.
Let me. Where's my? Okay. That's all. Yeah, that's all of them. Okay, so Tony, you wanted to go back to number 20?
Item number 20 on disaster relief for COVID-19 disaster. What I want to bring up, that says related to expenses for supplies and materials. And I want to be sure that we're able to use those funds, if it's in there like that for supplies and materials, that we can use those to engage with SHALs for administrative services with this disaster.
Schaus is a company, folks, that we've used starting with the 2000, actually it may have started before that, but 2010 flood. I can't remember the list now. But anyway, we've used them several different times and they've always done an excellent job for us. And so Jason wants to get them involved in our recovery from FEMA, which is what they help us do.
Yeah, we actually have a contract with them now. I think it renewed for another 4 years from 2019. So yeah, you're right. We used them with the flood 2010, wind damage 2011, storm damage 11, safe room projects 2014 through 17, and there's another safe room project number 2, 2015 through 18. So we used them on all those projects, been very successful. So I definitely want, personally, I'd like to engage them again, working on this particular disaster.
Tony,
Mayor,
would it clarify if I made a motion stating that those funds could be used for that purpose?
Yes, we have a motion to be able to use those funds to affect our contract with Shaw's that we already have in place. Do I hear a
I
second?
Make a second.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion?
Mayor,
Okay.
this is Karen.
Yep.
Again, I think Jason's online, but it would not be paid out of it.
Here, excuse me just a minute. You are real muffled somehow on your speaking, but try it again.
Okay, is that better?
That's better.
Okay. Jason had specifically asked us to set up this line item for supplies and materials, 30,000. We can set up a contracted services line item, but we just need to get with Jason to see what amount that needs to be put in there. And I think Jason can probably better address that if he's still on the line.
Oh, yeah, and that would be fine. So far, out of that $30,000, we're only at like $5,800, $6,000 anyway. The truth is, I'm trying to get everything I can free through the state route. So this was kind of set up to purchase materials that I cannot get free. But we can certainly look at the numbers and set up a different line for that. But, that won't be any problem.
Okay.
Mayor, I think Jason and I can get together before the county commission meeting, and if we need to do a separate amendment on that, we'll work with the numbers and see what he needs to do on that.
Okay. All right. Well, we got a motion second to just I guess rearrange this amendment. So we'll have a roll call on that. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur,
Yes.
unanimous. Okay, what else is on the agenda? Okay, new business. We got an update on the sheriff's email. Sheriff? Or Karen or whoever.
We can barely hear you now.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, update on the sheriff's email system.
Yes, sir. Attorney Steve Maroney just wanted me to make the committee and the commission aware. Last month, you had a 3-year contract that was voted on and a resolution and was denied. But Maroney wanted me to make sure that the Financial Management Committee as well as the commission knew that they did proceed with the 1 year and that contractually, since it was in their budget, they have the right to do that. So Steve, if you're still on the line, if you want to address that, I just wanted to make you aware that they did purchase a 1 year for the email system.
Yeah, that's fine. I think the issue, as you recall, was in summary, a resolution is needed if it's for equipment, not needed if it's for services. At the time of our last meeting, that question was not clear. And so that's why you voted on a resolution. The resolution failed. However, it appears the arrangement is for services, not equipment. Therefore, a resolution was unnecessary and the department is authorized to proceed without a resolution. And so they have done so.
So that, I mean, bottom line is they're basically proceeding with something we don't feel like is necessary, correct?
Well, I mean, that's just a matter of characterization. All I can say is it was not necessary for the department to obtain commission approval in the form of a resolution because it was for services, not equipment.
So basically they got emails, they want new emails at this expense. So they can do it. So I guess they can do it. Item B, discussion about transferring budget amendments, to department accounts and
Yes, sir. This was brought up by Commissioner Brown at the county commission meeting on an amendment last month. I believe it was maintenance for 5,500, where they were purchasing a newer truck and transferring the surplus truck funds back into building improvements. Reviewed the budget amendments. I think the question that Commissioner Brown had was that money should go back into general fund, and it did not. And so I went back and reviewed. This has historically been what you have done. If we need to address that process, we need to discuss how you would like that to be done.
okay, so
I think Commissioner Brown had stated, rather than the money going back into an account within the department, that it should go back into the general fund.
okay. So what's the feeling? I mean, pardon? All right, Deaton made a motion for the money to go back in the general fund versus.
Second motion.
Got a second? Discussion.
I'll just make a comment that, as a department head, if money's approved for, in a regular budget, not a specific approval for a specific item, but in your general budget that's approved each year, and money's expended, let's say for a vehicle or for something like that, and then that vehicle, several years later is sold, I think it only makes sense that money would go back into the department's budget to be reused. But certainly if the commission feels otherwise, then, that is what it is, I guess.
Well, Deaton's comment was that you make a valid point, and so it's not necessarily always should go to the general fund or always to the back to the budget. So are you saying it needs to be discussed on a case by case basis?
I think it should be done case by case basis.
Hang on just a second, Luther. What did you say, Ben? Okay, so we don't need a motion. Okay, so are you withdrawing your motion? All right, Deaton's withdrawing his motion because Billy made the point that when money comes in, this committee votes on a budget amendment to bring it back into the budget wherever it goes. So we have the oversee of what happens to that money. So, all right, we'll move on to number C, bid protest, DAR roofing school system bid. Sarah? Oh, okay.
Mayor, I believe we have the vendor on the line. This is a bid protest, and Bill Vincent and Alan Powell put this bid out for the school system. So they'll need to address that.
Bill, why don't you come right over here? And let me. Okay, this was for bids for 4 city locations that were taken in January. We received bids from a total of 10 bidders. I believe all of them except 2 had met the specifications. I think that
We're having trouble hearing you. That microphone is very directional, so you have to speak right into the camera.
Okay, can you hear me?
Don't put your finger there. Okay, now go. All
Can
right.
you hear me?
We can hear the mayor a whole lot better than we can hear Bill.
Oh, it's in there. Oh, that's just a camera. I'm sorry. Bill, you just know me. Just sit down here. Sorry, folks. I thought the speaker was in the camera. Give us just a minute. Okay.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. This protest is in reference to bids that were taken in January at 4 school locations. We had we had bids received from a total of 10 contractors. I believe each submitted four bids, one for each of the schools. 8 of the 10 had met the specifications as outlined in the bid document. The protest is coming from Dar Roofing, one of the bidders that did not meet specifications. This was awarded based on the recommendation from the school department and after it had been reviewed by the school board attorney. If Alan Powell's on the line, he may have some information he would like to add.
I am online. I also submitted a letter in response to the protest and basically outlined that that Dars Roofing's proposal did not meet any of the bid specifications, because in the bid specifications, we explicitly said that we wanted a 60 mil single ply TPO or PVC roofing product with a insulation board underneath it. And his bid was a voluntary alternate. And so because it did not meet any of the bid specifications, and that's what I put in the letter, by definition, he was excluded because it did not meet anything in the bid specifications.
Right.
Is this a recommendation from Ray Washington?
Alan, is this a recommendation from Ray?
I'll let Ray.
Ray's here.
Go ahead, Ray.
Yes, we have specific reasons why we want what we want, and Alan had outlined that, and we just want to accept bids that met the criteria. So we're recommending that we proceed with the bid award that we've established, and you know, hopefully next time everybody can meet the specs that wants to bid.
I'll make a motion.
Somebody just make a motion.
Okay, so the bid's been awarded already, and so your motion is to proceed with the award that we've already made. Okay, Deaton made a motion to proceed with the award that's to the bid that's already been awarded. Do I hear a motion?
Take a motion.
Mayor?
Mayor,
Yes, yes.
I think before you vote, you need to hear from the protest party.
I thought that was who was talking.
No,
Not
the
so
vendor
far.
is on the line.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, withdraw your motion, Deaton.
I withdraw the motion.
Deaton's withdrawing the motion. Okay, who is on the line to discuss this bid issue for the vendor?
Harvey Walden.
Okay, Harvey. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine, sir. I completely understand.
Go right ahead with your point you would like to make on this protest.
Yes, sir. I'll try to be quick as I possibly can. Dar Roofing been in business for well over a decade. We've done 3/4 of the hospital here in Madison County, West Tennessee Healthcare. We actually done the building you're sitting in for the county, numerous factories, nursing homes, Perry County schools, Henderson County schools. In saying all of that, this is not the only 4 schools. It's been 4 others over the last 3 years that we couldn't bid. Whenever the man said that they had trouble with ISO board on this job was never cord sampled to prove that in the beginning. On these schools, we could have saved the county and taxpayers $200,000 and gave the very same warranty that they are expecting. That is a manufacturer warranty that includes labor and materials not backed by Dar Roofing, but the manufacturer. The problem I have is on schools that bids have been let, that the specs would say do a complete tear off. For instance, was Northside High School Vocational Building was let about 2 years ago, and the specs said do a complete tear off down to the deck, add 2 inches ISO board and a 40 mil TPO. That was never done. Right now on that roof, it was never, after the specs was let and the other contractor awarded the job, they went up, never tore the roof off, which was in the specs, and TLM approved it. I mean, I've got pictures to prove that. I know before this has came up with the lawyer last year, he sent someone up and said they did a core sample. I appreciate that, but I'm telling you, the taxpayers on Northside Vocational Building paid for a tear off, and the contractor, all he did was put a 1/2 inch ISO board and an overlay over top of it. What's going to happen when that roof is gone in probably 15 years, the taxpayers will have to pay again for a tear off. I've tried everything I possibly can to do to work with TLM, talk with them. I've actually went and talked to the school board lady back 2 years ago about this, and I can't get anything done. It's not, we're like all construction people, we're very, very busy. It's not about the money. The Lord blessed me tremendously in my business, and I'm very grateful for that. But what bothers me is the wastefulness of taxpayers' money, and yet we did not bid according to what they spec, but according to state law, if we offer an alternative that is good or better, they should at least look at it. Well, we did, because the good or better is going to be the same warranty, and that's what it boils down to. What's going to happen when this roof start leaking in 15 or 20 years? Well, the warranty calls for a no dollar limit, and that's what we gave. It will not cost the county or taxpayers 1 dime, and we got 400 roofs on. I've got references out to Yin Yang that will prove that this. So, sir, be quite honest with you, I understand they're not going to change their mind, but I would definitely like for it to be a playing field, that whenever there are specs on a job that we as taxpayers are paying for, that if they award it to a contractor, that's what they should go by. And again, it's Northside. I mean, I don't know how many schools have not been put on correctly. I don't have a clue, but I do know this. It definitely is Northside Vocational Building was not put on according to specs that was let, that TLM approved. And, basically all I had to say, and whatever.
So, but the roof you're talking about, as far as north side, was 2 years ago?
Yeah, that's out of statute of limitation. I understand that, but it set precedent on the 4 that I bid. I mean, it shows the same mentality. Well, we're not going to look at your bid. We don't care, but we're going to do how we want to do it after it's bid. And that is what, Mayor, that's what's going on.
Well, I totally agree that everybody ought to be on the same playing field. And I also agree that whatever was spec'd out on a job and awarded, that it ought to be verified that the job's been done. Is that what occurs, Alan, on every job we do, that it is inspected, that what we paid for is what we get?
Well, let me speak to the Northside Vocational Week. Speaking of, that actually took place between 3.5 and 4 years ago, just before I arrived.
Yes, it was, sir.
So I can't speak to that one. I don't know. I can speak to after I've been here and all the roofs we've done since. I personally walk those roofs with TLM. I'll walk it with the vendors to make sure that what we put in the specifications is what's being done. We take pictures along the way for different stages of the roof and to verify that it has been done. But I can't speak to the north side north because that was before me.
So, all right, so tell me one more time, just for clarifications, Harvey,
Yes, sir.
okay? What was, as far as the bid that was awarded versus what you were bid, was your
Yes.
bid within the specs of what the school system asked for?
They asked for a Carlisle product. They had several manufacturers you could use. One of them was a Carlisle. The product that I proposed to use was a Carlisle product. Now, as far as tearing off the roof, according to their specs, no, sir, because their manufacturer that they spec'd with the product I was going to use to get the warranty, I did not have to tear that roof off to achieve the same goal and to save the county $200,000. So, sir, to answer your question, in my opinion, I gave what they wanted as far as the end product. Now, they can be interpreted, I'm sure, a different direction.
Well, but I think, I mean, from what I'm hearing, and I know
Yes, sir.
nothing about this, but what I'm hearing is that you bid something outside of what was spec'd out on the bid. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. But according to the state of Tennessee, I can, because what I spec was through their manufacturer, and it states that if a alternative bid is good or better, they can use that bid.
So Alan, I assume y'all looked at it and determined that at least what you were looking for and what you wanted, that was outside of what you were looking for, and that's why you awarded the bid to the other contractor. Is that correct?
That is correct. He did quote a Carlisle product, but if you read further into the specification, we were very clear in that the Carlisle product needed to be a 60 mil single ply TPO product, and that was not the Carlisle product that he recommended in his bid.
Did the bid requirement specify to take the roof off?
In these 4 instances, it did not. By code, we can put a second layer on. What it did specify is disabling the first one, which is typical when you're putting a second one on. And so we were disabled the first layer of roofing because we have now got to the point to where the base roofing is not as in bad a shape as when I started here and we started doing roofing that required a complete tear off and replace. So we disabled the first layer. We put down up to 1 inch of ISO board, and then we put the second layer on the roof. And that's what the bid specification stated.
So Harvey, did you give a bid on the way the bids package specified and an alternate? Or did you
No,
just
sir.
give?
No, sir. Our company, all we do is liquid applied coatings. So no, sir, I did not give a bid. All I gave was an alternate, sir.
Okay, well, at least, now this is me talking and I'm one of 7 members who's listening to this, but the way I look at it, I mean, we've got a process we go through. We have
Yes.
specs that we draw up. Now, if the school system agrees to change those specs within the process, or Bill Vincent does, that's fine. But I think the way I look at it, if you had bid what was spec'd and you were lower and you didn't get the bid, I think you'd have a beef.
Yes,
But
sir.
at least to me, you didn't bid what was spec'd. They think this is, they have already concluded, or at least in their opinion, this is the best way to go and what they've awarded. So I really don't, I mean, I understand your thoughts and your comments, and I understand your belief in your product and your company on what kind of job you do, but we've got to keep our bid process as clear and concise as we can. So I think that is what occurred here. Now, that's just my opinion. But any other members of the Financial Management Committee have any questions for Harvey or for Alan with the school system?
Mayor, this is Mark. I'll just make a comment. I completely agree with your comments. And I'll just make the statement that, you know, the time to convince an owner that your product is the superior product is not after the bids have been opened, but before the bids are ever even advertised, so that the specifications can be created in such a way to allow that product. So I'm not disputing that Mr. Walden's product might be a better product in his opinion, but trying to change people's minds after the bids have been opened and awarded is more than likely going to be futile in most cases.
Okay, any other comments? Questions? All right, do I hear a motion on this?
Make a motion.
Okay, we got a motion and a second to continue on with the bid award. It's already been done by the school system. We got a motion and a second. We're gonna do a roll call vote. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur,
Yes.
and it's unanimous. Mr. Walden, thank you for taking the time to do this and expressing your opinion, and we hope you'll get jobs in the future on what we're doing.
Thank you, sir.
All right, does anybody else have any thing to bring up as far as the committee meeting is concerned?
Mayor, there was one last item on the agenda that Ray
Okay.
wanted to give an informational update about some funds that he's going to be utilizing for some radio upgrades.
Okay, informational item from Ray Washington, funds left from budget for buses will be used for radio upgrades. I think they just, Ray, were you gonna explain that situation?
Sure. It's pretty simple. Most of the city and the county have already done this. They've gone to digital communications with their radios. As you know, we have 130 buses on the road at any time. And we have several dead spots, basically in northeast part of the county, the western part of the county, meeting area, and Beach Bluff from time to time. So we want to upgrade our tower and upgrade all our two-way radios to digital, which is the preferred method now for clarity and distance. And so we had some money left over from when we bought buses this year. So it's nothing new we're asking for. We just want to use those residual funds. It wasn't enough to buy another bus, but we can start to upgrade our radio system, which we really, really need to do. As you know, cell phones cannot be used while driving the bus, so the radio is the only means of communication a driver has. And we get caught in situations from time to time where a driver will actually have to pull over, stop the bus, and make a cell phone call in order to communicate versus using a two-way radio. So we just want to use these funds to upgrade our tower and go digital. And then in the future, if we got other gaps, then we'll come back and try to do something different. But I think this will cure a lot of our problems with radios.
I don't, we need a motion. Okay. All right, Dean's made a motion to approve. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussions or questions? If not, we'll go to a roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Deaton, Arthur.
Yes.
It's unanimous. Anybody else have any other items to discuss or bring up?
Mayor, the only other thing is and an email went out last night to the departments. We have changed the budget hearings. They were originally scheduled for next week. Those have been changed to the week of May the 4th through the 8th. And then, of course, with the information that was sent out, we'll be making application April 30th for the funding of the grant from the state for our portion that we've been allocated.
Okay, have you got enough information to know what and where the direction we're going on that, Karen?
Yes, sir. I received information from the state on that yesterday.
Okay, all right. Well, folks, I'm telling you, I mean, Doug's sitting across the room here, but this is gonna be one of the most challenging budgets we've ever come up with in this county. I mean, it absolutely is. And
What up?
we're asking all departments, if you don't need to spend it money, if it's not a requirement, don't spend it this year, because we need every dime we can get. It's kind of like the emails for the sheriff. I mean, that's something we could do without, but he chose not to do that. But we're asking department heads, if you don't need to spend the money, don't spend it, because we are gonna be in a crunch that, I mean, we can't even measure it right now. So it's, this is gonna be a real difficult year. So I'll quit whining about that. I do know that y'all are aware of how many cases we have in the county now. Kim, I think it's 41, 44, that's right. And they're continuously coming in. Kim says, is Kim on the line?
She is not, Mayor.
Okay. Well, she thinks that's going to continue for several days. Of course, the peak has been anticipated to be, give or take, around the 20th to the 25th of the month. That has been backed up to April the 15th. That's only an estimate and a guesstimate, but it's, you know, it's going to continue to grow every day. We just don't know how high it's going to grow and when. And I had yesterday, West Tennessee Healthcare had a Zoom meeting with about, well, it was, I think, 19 mayors in West Tennessee invited. I think there was about 12 that showed up on the meeting, but to just kind of let everybody know what they were doing. Kim was on the phone too, to help those counties try to understand how the preparations they've made and just what they think they can handle and what the situation is. And Kim talked with them about our situation and how many we have and what we're doing to address it. And so we've had several conference calls with mayors across West Tennessee, and you know, it's good to help everybody know what everybody else is doing. But more than anything, I think one of the things that we've been doing that, and I know I've told you, but I'm going to tell you again. I mean, we meet every morning at 8:30 with the city, the county, JEA, the chamber, the school system, United Way, Jason with EMA, the health department, to discuss every day what's transpired the previous 24 hours. And we do a press briefing every day at 10 o'clock. That's gone quite well. They live stream it, and I've had lots of people tell me that they really appreciate that. And so I say to y'all, on your constituents and the community you're in, just let them know what we're doing. That, you know, it's our folks are scared. We all are, but we'll get through this. Question is, what we're going to look like on the other side, but we'll address that when we get there. I'll quit mouthing. Anybody else have anything they want to say or bring up before we adjourn? All right. Thank you, fellas. And thank you, Matt, for setting this up. Do what, sir? Oh, I need a motion to adjourn. Got a motion to adjourn. I'll hear a second.
So moved. Second.
All right. Roll call. Bart,
Yes.
Luther, Ray, Deaton, Arthur, Harris, yes. Does that give us 4? Okay. We're adjourned. Yeah, bring a lunch on the 20th, Deaton says. Thank you, fellas.